Hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. This is Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. I'm back again with another video, and I'm gonna talk about Formula One preseason testing day 3. So um, in short, day 1 was the quickest driver was the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. He's a triple world champion at the moment, and day 2, the quickest driver was Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. So Ferrari showing that they got a bit of pace, to challenge for the qualifying times, the quick times, and also maybe some race wins as well and some race pace. And the third day, looking at the times as well, Charles Leclerc, he put it in first position, and Charles Leclerc put it on top of the times, and his fastest time was a 1:30.322, So 1:30.322, and that's also quicker than the previous day, So 2 days in a row, Ferrari put it on top of the timing sheets. So that's day 2 and day 3. In second position, you had George Russell in the Mercedes. His quickest time was a 1:30.368, and that's quite impressive from George. Considering from the first day he was in like in the not on the top 10, So George, probably got some data from the previous 2 days, and he managed to improve and put it in the top 10. And in third position, you got Zhou Jianyu in a Sauber. He had a 1:30.647, and his run was kind of late, because that's not a really quick car, that can put it in the top 4 or 5 like that. But he had a late run, and he put the soft tires on, so it was quite quick. And in fourth position, you had Max Verstappen in a Red Bull. He had a 1:30.755, and in fifth position, you had Yuki Tsunoda in Racing Bulls. He had a 1:30.775. In sixth position, you had Alexander Albon in a Williams. He had a 1:30.984. In seventh position, you got Oscar Piastri in the McLaren. He had a 1:31.030. And I remember on one of the days, Piastri was 8th position. So he's there and thereabouts, in the top 10. So Piastri's going to be strong this season. So the other drivers have to watch out. And also in 8th position, you had Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin. He had a 1:31.159, And in 9th position, you had Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. He finished top of the times on the previous day, but he got to run a little bit, and Leclerc got to run a little bit in the Ferrari. But he had a 1:31.247, so that's about a second, just about 9/10 of a second slower than his teammate. Yeah, and yeah. And in 10th position, you had Sergio Perez, and with a 1:31, And then you also have in 11th position, you had Nico Hulkenberg in the Haas with a 1:31.686. So it looks like Haas found a little bit of performance from the previous day, because they were in the bottom 3 or bottom 4. And now Nico Hulkenberg is put in 11th position on the final day of testing. And then in 12th position, you had Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. He had a 1:31.999, which is probably he was working on race runs. And that's the third day of the testing. And then in 13th position, you had Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. He had a 1:32.038. In 14th position, you had Lando Norris in the McLaren. He had a 1:32.108. In 15th position, you had Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. He had a 1:32.149. In 16th position, you had Kevin Magnussen in the Haas. He had a 1:33.053. In 17th position, you had Esteban Ocon in the Alpine. He had a 1:33.079. And then in 18th position, you had Valtteri Bottas in the Sauber, and he had a 1:33.529. And in 19th position, you had Daniel Ricciardo in a Red Bull, and he had a 1:37.015. And also, I'm surprised Lando Norris is in 14th position in the McLaren as well, because the first 2 days he was in the top 10. So they must have been working with different tires, maybe the harder tires, the race tires. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, so that's the results from testing from the third day. And I just want to say to everyone watching this video, all ladies, all gentlemen watching this video, I just want to say that I thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate your support. And if you're on my Instagram, don't forget to follow, like, comment, and share. And also, if you're on my YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's run this up to 1 million, subscribers. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the first race of the season, which is gonna be on the same circuit, the Bahrain International Circuit. And yeah, man, it's gonna be fireworks. Hopefully, hopefully Ferrari can challenge Red Bull's grip on Formula One, and with Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc, and they can win some races. But apart from that, I still see Red Bull have the race pace, and they got qualifying pace as well. And right now they just have the best technology, according to the rules that's governing the teams right now. So kudos to Red Bull, and then kudos to the other teams, and kudos to all the teams for completing testing. And yeah, don't forget to support the content, and I'll be back with another